What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome back to another comic book video. Alright guys, so it's time for us to basically jump back into our Marvel Siege reading order. And guys, today we're gonna pick up with Marvel Siege Captain America. Now guys, real quick side note, actually two quick side notes. If you are new to my channel, guys, every Friday I upload one video covering the Marvel Siege reading order. So if you're new to my channel and you want to jump into Marvel Siege, this is the perfect time to do that. Now guys, the second side note I want to talk about real quick is back in the year 2009, 2010, when Marvel was publishing Marvel Siege, after Siege number 3, Marvel gave us a bunch of different one-shots. We had like Siege Spider-Man, we had Siege Loki, Siege Young Avengers, and I want to say Siege New Avengers. But the thing is though guys, basically all these one-shots, and including Marvel Siege Captain America, all these one-shots, they literally do pick up right after Siege number 3. And the thing is guys, in our last video we covered Siege number 3, and guys, at the end of that video we saw that the Sentry had brought down Asgard right out of the sky, and he brought it down to Oklahoma. He said, "It's gone. Asgard has been destroyed by me, and now it lays here in the middle of Oklahoma." And so guys, these one shots, they were basically saying, hey, this what happened to that hero after the Sentry had destroyed Asgard. Like they ended up over here or they're over there, but this what happened to those characters after the Sentry had destroyed Asgard. Now guys, today we're going to cover Captain America. And guys, let me tell you, this book right here is not really the best story, but it's also not one of the worst stories. To me, Siege Captain America is pretty cool because we get to see Bucky fight with Steve Rogers, both under the mantle of Captain America. Now guys, if you're wondering, wait, you said Bucky is also, you know, the big Captain of America? Yes, because guys, back in Civil War, when Cap supposedly died, Steve Rogers, Captain America, when he died back in Civil War, basically Bucky took up the mantle of Captain America. Thing is though, Steve Rogers did come back to life, and he's all like, hey guys, I didn't die, I'm still here. The thing was though, he wanted Bucky to continue to be Captain America. And so he told Bucky, listen, you can be Cap, but today we're basically both Captain Americas, because right now the world needs me, Steve Rogers, to bring down Norman Osborn. So for right now, Bucky, you and I are both Captain America, but once this event is done, you again are the only Captain America this world needs. And so that's why I kind of find this book cool, because we get to see both Steve Rogers and Bucky be both Captain America. Now guys, let's go ahead and finally jump into the story. We do pick up right before Siege number 3, or kind of like in the middle of Siege number 3, because we do pick up with a small family of people. And the thing is, the dad is talking about getting a picture of the Battle of Asgard, because right now on every single channel in America, you have news channels saying, if you are in Oklahoma and if you are able to get a photo of the Battle of Asgard, we will basically pay you a ton of money. And so the dad is telling the mom in this family, hey, listen, if I'm able to get just one picture, well, hey, you know what? We can be rich. Not rich, but we can have some money that we desperately need right now. We need some money to help pay for the kids. So, honey, let's go and get a photo. Now, of course, you do have the mom tell the two daughters, stay here, stay inside because you'll be safe. Because if anything happens to us, well, hey, at least you guys are still alive. And so you do have the mom and dad leave their two young kids behind in the house to drive up to the Battle of Asgard to get that one photo to give to a nearby news channel to make a quick buck. Now, of course, you do have like the random teenager in the family kind of like, no, I need to bring my mom and dad back here because if something bad happens to them, well, I'm screwed. I'm screwed and my own sister is screwed. And so you kind of have the daughter get in the second car to go chase after her mom and dad. Now, guys, this is the messed up part right here, because as soon as the daughters were able to find the mom and dad who were, again, trying to get a photo of the Battle of Asgard, as soon as they get there and meet up with their mom and dad and trying to get them to come back home with them, that's when the Sentry brought down Asgard. And so with the Sentry bringing down Asgard, and since Asgard was a huge place, just crashing down all over Oklahoma, the family basically got pulled into the huge crash. Like, they should be dead, but they survived. And so now they're under all these different rocks and buildings of Asgard because they were nearby the Battle of Asgard. Now, we do jump over to Captain America Steve Rogers because, guys, like I said, these one-shot books were made to tell us what happened to that hero after the Sentry brought down Asgard. Now, you do have Steve Rogers kind of look for Loki, not Loki, for Bucky, because he's kind of like, where's Bucky? Bucky cannot die. I cannot lose Bucky all over again. Now, of course, when he finds Bucky, someone has Bucky at gunpoint. Some random bad guy, does not matter at all. But of course, you do have Bucky and Steve Rogers able to beat the bad guy down. So it's kind of like, cool, whatever. Move forward to the next part of the storyline, right? You do have Bucky and Cap talking to one another. And that's when we see the dad of the family walk up to Steve Rogers and Bucky. And he's kind of like, listen, I need your guys' help. Like, my family, they're missing. We were here to get a photo of the Battle of Asgard, and then when Asgard fell down, we got pulled into the whole debris and everything. And so right now, I cannot find my family. Now, you do have Steve Rogers and Bucky try to help him out. And of course, they do find the mother and one of the two kids. The problem is, though, when they are looking for the second child, they look up and this guy named Swordfist, who is a D-list character. I don't care what anybody says, but Swordfist is a D-list character. He literally has swords as his fists. That's all they are. It's a cheap knockoff of like Wolverine claws. But anyways, guys, so you do have like Steve Rogers and Bucky kind of like, we have to go save her. We have to save her. Now, the reason why I want to sit down and cover this book, because the whole time while Bucky and Steve Rogers are working together to save this little girl, you do have Steve Rogers saying, I do miss this. I do miss fighting, against the bad guys and putting the bad guys away. But my time is up. I'm tired of being a superhero. I'm tired of fighting for America. I am tired of doing all these different things. It's time for me to basically, retire and pass on the mantle of Captain America to Bucky. And so the whole time while Bucky and Steve Rogers are working together to fight against Swordfist, it's kind of Steve Rogers telling us, the readers, that yes, I'm young. I'm still young. I still got the moves. I can still be Captain America, but my time is up. It's time for me to pass on the mantle of Captain America to Bucky. Bucky is now the new Captain America. And guys, to be honest, back in the year 2009 and 2010, it really did seem like that Steve Rogers was literally going to walk away as Captain America and let Bucky take up the mantle of Captain America. But thing is though, guys, to go ahead and wrap this video up, you do have Steve Rogers and Bucky able to beat Swordfist, get the second child of the family, and give her back to mom and dad and her sister, and sent them on their way home. And guys, that's really it about this one shot. That's really it. It's just Steve Rogers and Bucky working together both under the mantle of Captain America. And that's really it, guys. It's a real short, fun story I enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. But guys, the next one we're going to cover is Siege Spider-Man. And that story right there, man, it's a good story because Miss Marvel, she gets the Venom suit. Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Later on, guys.